I know you're gonna take us into this serger from Brother.
That's right, Suzanne. You can sew, cut, and finish off a seam all in one flawless, easy step. The 4-3 serger from Brother is unbelievable. 1,300 stitches a minute, and it will go through virtually any kind of fabric. You will love being able, at lightning speed, to be able to piece pieces together of all different weights and densities. We just went through cotton, canvas. This is polar fleece. And you can even sew stretch knits, make your own swimwear, workout wear, sleepwear. It's all available to you with this machine, and it's easy to use. What I love about this is how smooth it operates and how simple it is to thread.
You know, Darlene, I think a lot of people always wonder, they're like, how come my project looks like it's homemade? It's because you don't have a serger.
And then sometimes people get a serger, Suzanne, to your point, and they'll sew a seam, and it'll be all wonky because they didn't have differential feed.
Right.
But we have differential feed with this serger, which is what makes it so fantastic. So you can go through all kinds of materials, and it's so easy to look at, understand, and operate. Would you like a little tour?
Sure.
Let me show you the front. There is a pictorial right on the front when you open the cover.
Nice.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, you really? I have an automatic needle threader in the serger. Wow. That makes it easy because I have trouble with my dental floss. So that's gonna make thread the serger a piece of cake. And then on the side here, check it out. You have your differential feed. You have your this is the differential feed right here. You can gather or you can sew stretch knits. You also have a width control and you have a length control. Those are those two knobs here. So this is all preset and ready to roll. I'm gonna show you by moving the differential feed all the way to the bottom. Now I can sew these two pieces of stretch knit together and get a much better result, Suzanne, because it's not gonna be all wavy wonky.
That's right, and it really is amazing, because if you wanna cut your time down dramatically, it's a serger. If you want more professional results, it's a serger. And so if you do a lot of stuff and you're thinking, my gosh, it really does look very homemade, it's the difference between sewing with a regular sewing machine and a serger. And here's what I love. With our flex pay between the Today's Special, you now have a great sewing machine, you have a great embroidery machine, add the serger, that's everything you need to do the most simple to the most complicated project you can imagine. Wouldn't you agree with me with that, Darlene?
Absolutely, and a finished edge, you know, it's all about the devil's in the details, right? Yep. So you want your edges on the inside to look as nice as they do on the outside, to not unravel when they go through the wash, because that is a telltale sign of homemade. Right. It screams homemade, actually. And on the outside, you want that stretch flexibility in a stretch knit, on a seam that's not going to pop. You got that with your differential feed and this Brother serger. It's so easy to use. Now I'm gonna move that differential feed right back up to 1 and show you how you can quilt with a serger. And I bet that's not something you really gave a lot of thought to. I know I didn't think much about quilting with a serger, but here's the deal. As you piece these pieces together,
that's really smart, actually.
You're sewing, you're cutting, you're piecing, and you're finishing off. So now you're doing 4 things, actually. And you're building a quilt. You can build table runners this way. We have a quilt on display at the table over there. You'll see this, and I want to just finish the seam and show you. And this is cutting through 2 layers of batting and 4 layers of cotton. So it goes through quite a lot, heavy duty. So there we had flipped it back and stitched it, both the batting and the back fabric and the front fabric. So now, regardless of which side you turn this quilt, it's finished. Right. And there's quilting inside the seam. You serged it in along the way. 4 threads of strength and durability. It's not going to come undone in the wash. It makes a great
And then you pop it on your Today's Special and embroider it with a couple's dress. Or the name of the new baby. All right, let me go over here, guys, real quick. We're showing you the finished quilt here, and it's beautiful. And again, you're saving time. You're saving a ton of time. That's the first and foremost. Number two, you really will get those professional results. If you look in your clothing right now, I don't care what it is. What am I wearing here? You're no one. Let me show you here. It's going to be serged.
I got some serging here.
Yeah, you got serging. I mean, you got it everywhere. If you look inside your clothing, it's serged, and that's what they use to make professional clothing. And that's what the results that you want. Just want to show you the board really quickly. See the feet you're getting and all the details you're getting with our configuration. And Darlene, I know you know this, but it's the first time back in stock since July when it sold out.
Wow.
The sale price though is $75 off tonight. Now a little heads up, just like our today's special, I only have 700 of these for the entire day.
Whoa.
The today's special, I'm down to about 1,500 of those, 1,400 already in the first airing. So if you really want a professional serger, I really think you turn to Brother. It's such a good name, and you can hear the quality. What's interesting, you can hear it, you can feel it. It's not shaking the heck out of the table.
Right.
It's because the engine inside it's designed to last.
You don't need earplugs?
You don't need earplugs, true? It's not crazy loud.
It's not grinding.
And you can just hear it's so efficient and smooth and beautiful.
It is. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And speaking of smooth and beautiful, you can make a smooth and beautiful transition to go from 4-thread to 3-thread by removing the left needle and then removing the stitch finger, and suddenly you will have a rolled hem. Let me show you where that stitch finger is located, by the way. I'll show you on my serger that I started sewing with, and then we'll move to the middle of the table where the rolled hem is. So inside here, you're going to see this little knob, and this little boop just pops it right out. There it is. There's my stitch finger, and it's just as easy to pop back in. There it is, back in place. So moving the stitch finger in and out. Now the stitch finger, in case you're wondering, and in case you're new to serging, the stitch finger right here, let's see if I can get, oh, great shot right there. The thread wraps around that finger. The fabric travels underneath that finger. So then the thread wraps beautifully around, making the serged edge. When you remove this, the thread is only wrapping around the fabric. It squinches up because there's nothing to stabilize it. The finger is gone, but that's good if you want to make beautiful rolled hems and beautiful ruffles, and that's what we did over here. So I'm going to show you, this is already preset. We took out the left thread and the left needle, and we shortened the stitch length. Now we're simply going to make a rolled edge. It's really teeny tiny, you know, on fine linens, tablecloths, beautiful silk scarves, lingerie. This is an application you'll use again and again. Have you used the rolled hem on your serger, Suzanne?
No, you know what I use it for is
What?
just simply what you were showing earlier. Like I love getting those, no, just a great, you know, cut.
Oh,
so
your serger.
Put it together, yeah, on my serger. I love it. I wouldn't be without a serger because it just makes everything so different and quicker.
Gorgeous rolled edge.
And you just get such great results. And by the way, with this one specifically, it is exclusive configuration. You do get 22 stitch functions with the serger, which, why do we need 22 stitch functions?
Well, believe it or not, because you'll do a 3-thread overcasting wide, a 3-thread overcasting narrow. You'll do a long, you'll do a short. You'll do a 4-thread, long, short. There's all different threads to use. You might use a woolly nylon, a pearlized cotton. There are different types of threads that you can use with a serger for decorative effects, for hair bows and costuming, and just all of those great activities of your life. So if you are ready to express yourself in a new and exciting way, a serger is definitely going to pair up with your sewing machine, especially this today's special sewing machine, like nothing else.
Well, if you think about it, these are the three keys. You need a great sewing machine. Everybody would love a new embroidery machine because embroidery is so much fun to personalize anything. And a serger. Those are kind of the perfect trio of sewing machines that we need if we're really gonna sew something, whether it's simple or it's really super advanced. And tonight we have them both. And both have flex pay, both have free shipping, right? Yep, both have free shipping on them. So if you're doing $44.99 over 4 months here, and with our today's special, that's 6 months. I did a little calculation, it's like 123 in flex over the next couple of months, and you are fully ready to go. There's not anything you could sew out there that you couldn't do on this machine and our today's special together.
Hey, absolutely.
You're done. You're absolutely finished. And you're getting that Brother quality that we love.
And you know what? isn't Halloween right around the corner?
Oh, yeah, costumes.
If you've got little ones that want costumes, and then you want to decorate a spruce up, do a little home decor projects for the holidays coming up, this is perfectly the time of year to do this, because by the time those holidays come around, you'll be running around with your running shoes on if you pick up the machines now.
Yeah, we've got about a couple minutes to go. Just remember, back in stock. It sold out back in July. We are saving $75 tonight because it's $75 off with the sale price. Plus, we have 5 flex pays. You're saving about a little over $17 just in the shipping alone. And it's all here. If you're thinking about it, we've got that today's special. I know we were busy for it. It's a sewing machine and a fully functioning embroidery machine. Plus, you add the serger, and really, this is your beginning and end. It's not like you have to wish and dream and hope about getting other machines after this. Those are the 3 core machines. Our today's special covers 2 out of the 3, and this would be your 3rd to really get fabulous results. And again, I think some people are really intimidated by sergers. It does come preloaded, I would gather. Most of them do. Is this preloaded when you get it out of the box?
It is, and it's color-coded preloaded.
Great.
So there's a different color spool on each spool pin, and that way when you first stitch it out, you're going to be able to recognize where was my left needle, where is my right needle, where is that lower looper actually stitch out, where's the upper looper stitch out.
Right.
So you can identify all of that, and that will help you get better acquainted with your serger
And
faster.
again, tons of support from Brother too, because I know sometimes you're like, oh, it's all intimidating. Don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. There's lots of support available online to make sure that you're really successful with any of these machines. All right, so there we go. We're going to wrap up on this one. It's $224. Again, $75 off tonight while it's available with 5 flex with the free shipping. And don't forget, of course, about our best value today, which is that amazing sewing and embroidery system, all built in one. Great Brother, launched brand new to the world tonight. Yay! Right here for you, and it's exclusive. Darlene, welcome back.
Hey, thank you,
We
Suzanne.
love you. Thanks for being here with us.
I love being here.
All right, got more coming up, guys. Let me give you a sneak peek at a couple of things. Oh, what's coming up? Beekman Harvest. There's a big festival. We're pretty excited.